got this little display right here for your audio controls. It does have Bluetooth like the previous model, averaging about, as you can see there, 52.5 miles per gallon highway driving. And I've driven this now for the past 2.5 hours, so I'm getting that range. Not bad, and it kind of aligns with the 2018 model, so there's not much difference in terms of the MPG. I think there was like 1 or 2 miles per gallon extra for this year, but it's not much. Okay, you've got controls here in terms of navigation and functionality. You've got driver assistance, which is pretty nice. It doesn't have I guess it doesn't have lane keeping assist, because I've noticed that when driving and going into other lane, it doesn't have that. Doesn't have lane mitigation. Doesn't have any of those features. It just has the emergency brake, and it's kind of iffy. Is a hit or miss in terms of that. It's not really the greatest in comparison to Toyota or Honda's lane mitigation or emergency braking system. Let's go around here, look at the different items. We've got a soft touch handrest with a pretty deep area to put items. Not too deep, but somewhat deep. Got a little coin area here. The seats are, if you've driven a 2015, 16, 17, 18 Nissan, this will not come to any surprise with the seats here. They're very comfortable for long highway driving. Nissan has been very good in terms of that. So even the Rogue and such. Overall, I feel like it's basically the same as the 18. It drives the same. It basically handles the same. There are some interior changes, as you can see with this new, head unit, dash. We've got some controls here that are a little different. The push start is right down here by the lever. Outside is kind of plain Jane. I want to say is not that exciting, but neither was the previous model. In terms of build quality, I think the build quality is not good at all, and I'll tell you, here's one example. I don't know if you can see here, but the foam is basically coming out big time. So the foam between the glass and the is just basically sticking out, and that's not good at all, and it's kind of goes all the way across. Very poor quality, and it really shows, especially with the hard plastic materials. I mean, you've got some fake faux stitching here, but everything else is very, very hard plastic and very, very cheap. Not really fond of this vehicle. I guess it's a economy vehicle, but nowadays you've got vehicles that are in the same class that are leagues above the Altima. You've got the Camry, you've got the Accord, you've got a variety of other vehicles, even in the base model, feel a lot more premium than this Altima. Price point might be a little cheaper here, but I don't know what to be honest, long-term reliability of this vehicle, I don't think is going to be as good, especially with this foam, coming out when driving the vehicle on highway speeds. The transmission itself was kind of iffy, and that's not a good sign, especially for a 2019 model. But it is the first year that's come out. The engine itself is somewhat kind of new, but the technology is like 95% all the same. So not really impressed by this, but just want to make a quick review of the vehicle and show you guys how it is. Go ahead and pop well, that's the gas right there. I think the button actually right there. It's for the trunk. Let's close this. Decent trunk space. Every sedan has an amount of trunk space that this has, or more. So anyways, hope that was helpful. Press a like, comment below if you have any questions. Thanks.